Hi,
I'm Paul.
And I'm Benny. Hi, everyone. Paul, in today's video, we want to talk about repair and care. And we're starting with first aid in the mountains. I actually always have a first aid kit in my backpack. I keep it up here. I always have it with me for minor injuries, which can happen from time to time. But I don't have anything for my equipment should anything happen to it. What can I take with me?
Well, first of all, it's good that you have a first aid kit with you, so you can administer first aid in the mountains. And you can take 2 or 3 items from this first aid kit to administer first aid to your clothing in the mountains.
Okay.
We have a small pair of scissors, some medical tape, and a few band-aids. Take the scissors and cut off a strip of medical tape and stick it on.
Cool. I've never really thought about the fact that it could be used that way. Is there anything else? Anything that isn't in the first aid kit?
What I always have with me is a couple of cable ties, really universal and small. I also always have a small alcohol disinfectant wipe with me, safety pins, and one really important thing about gaffer tape. Simply wrapped around a ski pole. You can always use that.
Of course. In this case, for any tears that happen on a tour. On the third layer of my hardshell pants or jacket or whatever, caused by skis, or if you slip or get caught on something, and it rips a small hole on a branch or a rock. And then simply tear a bit off, stick it on, and off I go? Or how would it work?
Watch, I'll show you. Here we have a pair of hardshell pants. The whole thing depends somewhat on the temperature. If you're in the middle of a snowstorm and it's too cold to take off your hardshell pants, leave them on and stick the tape on from the outside. We normally wouldn't recommend doing this because some adhesive will always remain on the pants when it comes to a professional repair later. That means if the weather permits, turn your pants inside out. And use a disinfectant wipe if you have one. Clean the area up some. Cut off a strip of gaffer tape using the scissors we have with us. Round the edges off a bit. Press it down and then briefly hold it in place. Then you're ready for the rest of your tour. And you can finish your tour.
Okay. Earlier I heard you say something that I didn't expect. Cable ties. That's something I would never normally take into the mountains with me. Not in summer and not in winter. What's that all about?
For one, they're very small and don't take up a lot of space. They wouldn't bother anyone, and they can be used pretty universally. You can use them to replace a broken loop on your backpack. If the strap rips, you can mend it with a cable tie. And if the adhesive on your ski touring skin stops sticking, you can use a cable tie to reaffix the skin to the ski.
You're right. But these are things that you wouldn't necessarily think of before you set off. Paul, it's Friday evening, you're planning a tour and packing your backpack. What do you make sure to take with you?
I would also take a small pocket knife and a mini needle and thread kit to mend small holes. Or sew a button back on. That would basically be everything you would find in my backpack. Starting with a first aid kit, a couple of cable ties, safety pins, a disinfection wipe, and definitely gaffer tape. These are all small items and don't take up a lot of space. You definitely find them in my backpack.
Cool. And there were a few things there that I wouldn't have expected, and that I've never had in my backpack before. That really helped me, and I hope it helped all of you too. Thank you.
Great. I hope you all have fun in the mountains.